Hi, everybody. It's Mike Young. I'm with Mike Young Real Estate. Been a licensed real estate agent since 2006. Also, a plantbaseddiet.org, where we are wanting people to not be sick. Okay. And one of the ways people get sick is by mold exposure. So, this guy, Wayne Turner, he's going to talk about mold exposure. I'm going to give you some insight on some of the things that he maybe is not talking about and just some of the things that he is talking about.
Now, the easy spots are when you got a roof leak, and of course it's hotter than Hades in your attic, and it's 80, 90 degrees, even sometimes in the spring. That's when
Mhm.
it really starts to grow, and oftentimes you can't see it, you can't smell it, it's just growing.
Okay. Now, what's he talking about? Number one issue with mold. If you suspect you have an issue with mold or you're sensitive, you got to find and stop all sources of water intrusion. So a roof could be a source of water intrusion. Leaky pipes, your air conditioner drain for your air conditioner. Any of these things could leak back into the living space. And even your shower, if you leave it running too long, okay, you'll get mold growing in there. You already know that. Now, how does mold grow? It needs to be a humidity level of above, was it 60%? Once the humidity level gets above 60% and remains above there, you will get some form of mold growth. And even if the mold growth stops when the humidity drops below 60%, you, it'll come back the minute it gets back above. So you have to either bleach it to kill it. Bleach kills all life, or you have to have a not just a thermostat, but a humidistat, which almost nobody has, so that you even know what the humidity level in your building is.
Growing in your attic. So it's a good idea every once in a while to get up in your attic, especially looking around chimneys or any sort of a vent, your plumbing vent,
Yes.
such as your water heater, your HVAC, your gas line vent that's venting through your roof. That's where it will begin to leak, and it can set in so quick. Now, how you test this stuff is you can buy these in-home test kits. I'll put a link below, or you can have it professionally tested. Now, it's going to run you anywhere from 500 to 1,000.
Okay. This guy is talking about maybe buying a house and getting mold tests, which you should, and make sure somebody doesn't do the repairs. Okay, so it's not grading your own test. But in anyone's house, if you don't have a humidistat, which is cheap, buy one online. You need to know that your humidity level is always below 60%, your humidity level, regardless of the temperature. And if it is above that, you either have water intrusion or you have systems that aren't capable of removing enough humidity and you need to get like dehumidifiers and things like that. It really is that simple, because if you do not provide the environment in which the mold can grow, it won't grow. Now, I'm talking about indoor environments. Outdoor environments, you can't control. You get an open house, like open to the elements, open to the air, there's not going to be too much controlling over that. But usually in outdoor environments, you usually don't have much of a problem because you have all that air going around. And even if there is mold, which there is outdoors, you have so much other air to dilute it, it doesn't become a problem. It's not concentrated and you're not stuck in it.
$1,000. But here's what they do when they come out to test it. They will test every room. They will show you the levels of mold that's in the house. And most importantly, they'll show you which room has the most mold in it. So they will show you more than likely behind the walls is where that mold is growing.
That could be helpful because if you have a leak that's going behind the wall, you wouldn't necessarily be able to see. So again, first line of defense is you stop the water intrusion. Then if you have mold, you probably also have high humidity levels that are constant. In addition to that, I don't know why he's not mentioning that here, but he's not.
Now, the big mistake that a lot of people make is they hire a mold inspector to come out and inspect the property that also does the work. That's a conflict of interest. You don't want anybody
Yeah,
that does the work.
definitely. And by the way, this video is linked down below. I think I'm a subscriber to this guy, but he's got some good information. Oops.
Plus tells you they have mold in the house. You just want somebody that's a home inspector, mold inspector. They'll come in, they'll test the air quality in each room. They have moisture meters, moisture probes. They'll know exactly.
Moisture meters, yeah, you need that. And again, he's not bringing up the humidity in the air, but super important that you're monitoring that, and super inexpensive. You can do that right now. You can buy something offline, have it shipped to your house, and just start monitoring. And just as long as it's below 60%, you're probably going to be okay. If it goes above 60, you need to start determining why.
Exactly what to test for, and they'll ship that off, and then the results come back. And here's what's really cool: they'll show you which room has the most mold in it. They'll go in the attic, they'll test all of these areas, then they can take their moisture
That's
meter
good
and
to
they can
know.
show this is the highest
It's good to know if you can't find the source of water intrusion, because that's what he's getting at. You need to be able to find that source.
level of moisture. They can also probe into the walls and show you that there absolutely is mold behind that sheetrock, and you can't even see it. Now, what's
Remember, without water intrusion and without humidity levels constantly or regularly above 60%, you won't have mold growth. But again, even if you don't have it right now, if it comes in every so often, it'll reactivate, it'll regrow during those times. So you got to know all these things. It can be kind of complicated.
What's really cool from there, you can hire somebody to come in and start cutting out some sheetrock, or you could do it yourself to actually see if it's back there. Now, if it's back there, you want to have it professionally remediated. And quite simply, you just have to start pulling out sheetrock until you don't see it anymore. But once it's there, you got to get out of your home. Look, I know it's your home and you want to get back into your home, but this is what.
Well, I would say if you're sensitive, yeah, you should get out of your home. The reality is almost all buildings have mold problems. All. That would mean everyone would be evacuating every building out there. So I don't know if that's the best advice, although if you're sensitive, absolutely. Get out, get it fixed. Get it fixed yesterday. That's how I would view this. And again, if you're listening to what I'm saying, it's so simple. Make sure water isn't getting into your house from intrusion, and make sure that your humidity levels are controlled, because almost everybody lives indoors. That's why I brought up outdoors, because outdoors doesn't apply. But indoors, make sure your systems are working and smart enough to determine. You can buy thermostats that have humidistats built in and will activate other equipment automatically so that you don't even have to think about it.
What people miss. This is the big mistake that people make. They have their home professionally remediated from mold. Water set in, stuff started to grow, they kind of started smelling. You got to have it remediated, had it tested and all that. And then you're ready to move back in the house. The house has to air out. And they will tell you that. A professional mold remediation company will say it has to air out. We're going to cut out sheetrock. We're going to put chemicals on all the floorboard studs.
Yeah, all this stuff is airborne. The mold spores become airborne.
Absolutely everything. But here's the mistake that people make, because your mindset is water came in from the water, there was warmth, warm air, water made mold, and there you go. It's grown all over the sheetrock. We had it tore out. We put it all back, painted, we're good to go, right? This is the mistake that people make, y'all.
Notice that they didn't say anything about monitoring the humidity levels. And we really hope that what they did is they stopped the water intrusion, but you still need to monitor your interior air humidity levels.
They moved back into the home, but they didn't do anything to the ductwork. You have to understand mold is air.
Okay, he also advocates, we're going to stop here. He advocates replacing the ductwork any and all times. I don't necessarily know about that. You need to talk to somebody who's a professional in that area. But again, the problem with mold is you get spores that are airborne. He's not really focusing on it that much here, but I'm gonna focus on it. And by the way, please share this video with somebody that can benefit, which is everybody, because almost all buildings suffer from mold issues. Buildings, when I say buildings, I mean ones that have an indoor environment with climate control systems and are mostly closed off most of the time to the outdoors. If you have constant airflow flowing through the building and it's an outdoor place, even if it's uncomfortable for you, it probably won't have mold problems, because it's entrapment of these mold spores and concentration of these mold spores in the air itself. And he's not mentioning air filtration. He's not mentioning a UV light on your coils, on your air conditioning systems, because whenever the light or whenever this air with mold spores blows across, it'll get killed by the UV light. These are other things too. So I'm going to be doing more reviews of this. Denise and I are actually putting a talk together for our health optimization cruise. If this interests you, which is health, this is a health issue, you might want to join us. Go to healthoptimizationcruise.org or plantbaseddiet.org, which is our nonprofit, or just plantbasedevents.info, because you'll find out about health events, health optimization events. This is more complicated and you're going to need to still learn more information, but I appreciate you watching this video. Please give me a thumbs up and definitely share it with somebody that can benefit. Thanks. We'll see you in the next one.